Hey Monica, how are you doing?
Hey Sam, I am doing pretty well. I've been a bit busy with work, but otherwise things are good. How about you?
I am doing well too, thanks. Just trying to keep busy with different activities.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Speaking of that, have you been hanging out with any of your friends lately?
Yes, I have. It's been nice to catch up with some old friends and just hang out. Although, it can be tough to coordinate schedules sometimes.
Yes, that is why I prefer having a few close friends. It's easier to maintain those relationships and you can have deeper connections with them.
Yeah, I totally agree. Although, having a lot of friends can be fun too. You get to meet new people and experience different things.
That's definitely true. But sometimes it can be overwhelming to keep up with so many different people. It can be hard to really get to know someone when you're constantly meeting new people.
Absolutely. And it can be tough to balance all those different relationships too. It's easier to maintain a few close friendships rather than trying to keep up with a whole bunch of people.
Yeah, I think you're right. But on the other hand, having a lot of friends means you have more people to rely on in different situations. For example, if you need help moving or you're looking for a new job, you have a bigger network to tap into.
That's a good point. It's definitely helpful to have a wide circle of friends in those kinds of situations. Although, I think it's important to have a balance too. You can have a few close friends and still have a wider circle of acquaintances that you can call on when needed.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's all about finding what works best for you. So, speaking of friendships, do you have any tips for making new friends?
Well, I think one of the best ways to make new friends is to find people who share similar interests. Whether it's joining a club or attending an event, it's easier to connect with people when you have something in common.
That's a great point. I have also found that just being open and friendly can go a long way. Sometimes it just takes a smile and a hello to start a conversation.
Yeah, that is definitely true. And I think it's important to be yourself too. You want to attract people who like you for who you are, not who you're pretending to be.
Absolutely. So, what about maintaining friendships? Any tips for that?
I think communication is key. You want to make sure you are checking in with your friends and letting them know you care. Whether it's a phone call or a text message, it's important to stay in touch.
Yeah, I totally agree. And it's important to make time for your friends too. Life can get busy, but it's important to prioritize your friendships and make time to hang out.
Definitely. And it's okay if you can't see your friends as often as you would like. Sometimes just a quick catch-up call can go a long way.
That's so true. So, do you have any friendships that have lasted a really long time?
Yes, I actually have a couple of friends from college that I'm still in touch with. We have been friends for almost 10 years now, and even though we live in different parts of the country, we still make an effort to keep in touch.
That's great. I have a few friends like that too. It's amazing how you can pick up right where you left off, even if you haven't seen each other in years.
Yes, it's really special. And I think it's because we went through so much together during that time in our lives. We really bonded over shared experiences.
I totally get that. Some of my closest friendships have been with people who went through something significant with me. Whether it's a big trip or a tough time, those experiences really bring people together.
Yes. So, speaking of different types of friends, do you have any childhood friends that you still keep in touch with?
Actually, I do. I have a few friends from elementary school that I still talk to pretty regularly. It's really cool to see how we've all grown and changed over the years.
That's awesome. I don't have any childhood friends that I still keep in touch with, unfortunately. But I do have some really close work friends.
Oh yeah, work friends can be great too. I have had some coworkers that I have become really good friends with over the years.
Yes, me too. It's really nice to have people at work that you can vent to or bounce ideas off of. And I think it makes the workday go by a lot faster when you have friends there.
Definitely. And I have also made some really great friends online. like people I have met through social media or online communities.
Right. I have made a few friends through online gaming, actually. It's amazing how you can form connections with people even if you have never met them in person.
Yeah, it's really cool. And I think it's especially important nowadays. It's nice to be able to connect with people even if you can't see them in person.
Absolutely. So, do you think the way we make friends has changed a lot in recent years? Like with the rise of social media and online communities?
I definitely think so. I feel like people are more open to meeting new people online now. And I think it's also easier to find people who share your interests or hobbies.
Yeah, that's true. And I think it's really cool that you can make friends with people from all over the world. It's like you have access to a whole new pool of potential friends.
Exactly. And I think it's also really cool that you can maintain friendships with people even if you move away or have to be apart for a long time.
Yeah, that's definitely a big advantage of online friendships. So, what do you think the future of friendship looks like?
That's a tough question. I think with technology continuing to advance, we will probably see more and more ways to connect with people online. But at the same time, I think there will always be a desire for in-person connections too.
Yes, I think you're right. And I think we will also see more people being open to making friends outside of their immediate social circles. Like meeting people through shared interests or hobbies.
Definitely. And I think we will also see more of a focus on mental health and emotional well-being in friendships. Like making sure we are supporting each other and taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I think we are already starting to see that shift towards more intentional and supportive friendships.
Absolutely. Well, I think that's a good place to end our chat for now. Thanks for catching up with me, Sam.
Of course, it was great talking to you, Monica. Let's plan something soon.